Hey, it's Coach Jay. I want to talk today about a dream situation for shooters, a dream scoring situation. It's something that you'll see a lot in the NBA. If someone is a scorer, a shooter, not just a scorer, a shooter and a scorer, you'll see players hunt this situation. It can be a situation along the arc where you're 2 passes away from the ball, right? This would be 1 pass here, and that would be a 2nd pass there, right? Okay, so if you're that far away, don't get antsy. Wait, because if the person who's 1 pass away from the ball makes a cut and passes through, now you've got space along the arc, right? This is a dream scenario. You don't see this a lot in American play because most Americans want to catch the ball and then start dribbling. They actually drift up towards where the ball is, they catch it, and they start trying to figure out what they're going to do by their dribble, right? But if you look at European basketball, and the Europeans are not doing poorly right now in the NBA. But if you look at European basketball, they have a 24-second clock, even from the age of 12 on. So they don't have time to catch and bounce that ball a lot. They have to already know what they're going to do when they catch it, so that they go straight into it. So when they're running the arc, they're constantly reading the location of their defender so that as soon as they catch it, they can go straight into the action that they want to take, right? So that's part of the skill that you develop here, and that's part of the reason that American players don't do a lot of this, because it requires you to read while you're on the run. Read your defender while you're on the run. 1 step, that's a nice 1-step pivot. Yeah, there we go, outside foot, rip back to a pull-up jumper. Go anywhere you want, David. Yep, there it is. Outside foot, yep, reverse, that's a reverse pivot, nice. Yep. Outside foot, reverse pivot, all the way to the rim, nice. Yep, I like that. Yeah, inside foot, that's just a turn and shoot. Yep, that's pivot and shoot. There you go. Inside pivot, you good, turn and shoot. There we go. One of the mistakes people make in this is they don't wait. That person, you need to wait a second before you go. But if you wait a second before you go, that's part of why we're doing the pass in the drill, is to get people used to waiting a second. Yeah, wait a second, then go. Yep, there you go. Now, you can also do this in a game. You can make this pass, you can hit me back, and then you can take off. Now we got this dream scenario right here. Boom, right? Like any player who's in on that play, whether you're the one that shoots or not, is going to be proud of that, right? Like that's a pretty fantastic scenario to be in. So one scenario you may find yourself in is you may be the player, you may have your shooter, your best scorer, 2 passes away from the ball. Or you may be the best shooter or scorer 2 passes away from the ball. That's a great situation to be in. If the ball handler has the ball up top and one player cuts through, now pause right there, pause. In a lot of youth basketball, I've seen players make a cut, but then they bail on that cut and then they return. So go ahead, right? Now, if we've got our scorer down there, or a scorer, a shooter down there, the shooter can't do anything, right? So it's one reason not to make a cut and then return on that same line. There it is. Yep, there it is. Yep, inside pivot, step into your shot. Another situation that you can be in is run that arc, and somebody runs really hard with you on defense. Super hard with you on defense. That back door will be open. Khadija, can you kind of simulate that? So the ball is up here. The ball is already up here. Yeah. That defender runs hard, is going to get that steal. That back door will be open. If you get used to running the arc and somebody covers that really tight, gets in the passing lane, then it's also a dream scenario because the back door is going to be open. Boom, there it is. Nice. Yeah. You can even flare backwards on this one. There you go, look at that. That's nice, nice flare, I like it. We got a player at the top of the key, we got a player in the corner. Now, this player is gonna run the arc. Just go ahead and run the arc, pause. She gets it, she gets it. Now, pause. You don't have anything here. If these two know what they're doing, she can slide dribble and recreate that run the arc scenario for her teammate. There you go, you got it. There you go, right? See that? If you have a teammate, you could slide dribble right back and you could just keep this going. Two of you could run the arc all day long and then boom, you burn somebody on the back of the door, right? You could, yeah, but you gotta hold it, you gotta wait for it. You gotta let her make that space and let this defender settle down on her, and then you can run that arc. All built on whether a player there can slide dribble, right? So you can recreate it. You can do a two-man game where you create options for running the arc. Once you develop the habit of running the arc, then you can do a dribble handoff. So let's say Anna runs the arc, you hit Anna and you run right past her. Boom. Yep. They call those DHOs, and we're gonna do another video about dribble handoffs, but you can do that. So there's a lot of good things that come out of the practice of running the arc and being aware of which foot you're stepping on when you catch that ball. Isn't that interesting? That little scenario right there. Isn't that interesting? Right? Yeah. Right? Now, do it again, and then one of you get a handoff at some point. Right? You're not, on this one, you're not attached when that person slides. You wait. All right, so you come on up. There you go. Catch. She's got it. She doesn't have anything. She's going to slide. She waits. Yep. She runs and gets it. Yep. Now you can run it. There you go. Boom. Now dribble handoff. Run across that thing, right? There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Now, see how much fun just the simple action of running the arc can be?